that he's doing with the kids, and they're all having fun. So what he did is he went over to this Roman guy because he hid like a little paper in his hand, and he's like, guys, I think this guy want to say something. He takes this paper, and it's like a little sticky note. He's like, he says we can't go into this beautiful building. Oh, that is sad. But in the background, there's some smoke coming. And he's like, what is that in the background? And they're like, oh, it's a fire. And one kid actually said, it's a volcano. And that was right. So the teacher says, oh my word, then we have to get onto those steps because we can't end up in the lava. So they run in, and as they go into on the stairs, there comes the lava. It fades away, and it shows the people that became stoned, and that becomes a discussion. That was the test of this first experiment. And when I presented it to my leader, I said, I think this can be in every kindergarten all around the world. My team leader said, okay, let's start with Norway. So yeah, okay, yeah, let's do that. And so with that, I started to have the discussion with you guys from the university. And I think, for me, definitely, what is the core elements here that we can take with other animations, obviously done in the same way, same framework, but to make sure that we can tell more stories, allow the kids to have a really good playful mind and imagination, but at the same time allowing them to learn about our world. Now, to the audience. There's a little robot in the corner. Can anyone imagine where artificial intelligence was used in this project?
Pressing the buttons.
No, I mean in the animation itself.
Flying wasp.
No?
Flying wasp.
No. All of it? No? Okay, so the first time me and my colleague were sitting down and watching the animations that I put together, we were sitting and just watching this first one. Now I hired in a professional music producer, and I gave him a task which he almost fell over his feet, because I told him, listen, you can produce music, so what I want you to do is find an artificial intelligence music production app, and I want you to just write in text the music that would fit for each of these scenes. He says, but then I'm not doing work. I said, you are using work because you're using your skill of understanding what music fits to each scene. So when me and my colleague were sitting down and watching that first scene with this Asian music, we were so engaged into this little animation which was made for kids. So from the start, I wanted to add in artificial intelligence. And once again, everyone is saying the dangers of artificial intelligence. Be careful what you say. Start testing and experimenting, because there's so many ways you can use artificial intelligence. Right, movie time. Are we still seeing the screen?
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just play it like this. So they're talking about the volcano without him explaining it. Right, again, this comical kind of adding in some kind of character or animal just to change away from the facts and figures. And then the lava coming in. So what was interesting here when we finished the first one, we had a problem that day. We have 13 kids in our group, but for that particular day we had to take the other kids in as well, so there were 22. And the plan was that I would not be physically available because I'm going to observe. I'm the one who created this. So my colleague was standing there with 22 kids for the entire session and just having fun. That's amazing. I mean, to have so much control with these kids, right? And having able to, be playful and not say, be quiet. We need to go further. The problem was, as soon as we finished this presentation to them, I just stood in front of them and said, "Thank you very much." And they started to, just had so many questions. They made their own Q&A session. It was crazy. And I had to stop them after like 10 minutes because I was hungry. It was lunchtime. So I just kind of sent them out. It's like, next time. We also noticed when we finally had our team leader come in to watch it for the first time, for the kids, it was the second time, they were just so ready to move on to the next, right? What is the next video? What is the next thing we want to, explore? So I hope that, with the university, we can definitely expand on this project and see how far we can take it. Yeah, okay, so one last thing of this whole project. The days after, they came up with their own games. Dynamics between kids was off the charts because there were two girls and a little boy who was playing, and normally they don't play together. They were playing lava games indoors, they were playing lava games outside. They were drawing lava. They were doing clay, right? Formations with clay of lava without any teacher telling them, no, you have to do it. And the main aim of this animations is to be the introduction of a theme. Because the introduction of a theme makes it so much easier when the teacher comes in, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, to continue on that theme, and everyone can connect to this video. And I can happily announce that last week, we did this first time in October, last year, end of October. Last week, one of the kiddies came to me and said, "Arnie, can we go and visit that volcano again?" Can you imagine how long it's sitting in their heads? This is powerful stuff right here. Any questions?
Is this available for others to use this video?
If you contact me, then we'll start making it available.
Okay, because I think I could use it. I'm a geography teacher in elementary school, and I think this could be used. It's not. I think it's over kindergarten. It's not just for kids in kindergarten. No. I think that we can use it in elementary schools as well. I tried something with Minecraft for volcanoes, and this is a completely new idea. That
yeah. I mean, the way this is constructed is that it's so open, so you can just build world after world after world. But I definitely, this is done. It's ready. So I just want to send it out to as many people and institutions. And let's start talking. Let's see what the other grades, what the other kids are doing, right? Or even in universities, right? How do teachers use this tool to make themselves even better before they even get to the kids, right? Right. Any other questions?
I would like to ask, so you have this one specific movie, or you created more of them, or everyone should create their own movies? Okay,
project tip 101, do not make a lot of stuff until you didn't get a lot of people as interested in it. So this is the first prototype. And this prototype is literally a combination of all the stuff I've learned over the years, especially with my colleague, at the kindergarten, and then having this dialogue and me working with the kids and just combining everything together, right? So this is the starting point. The next is to get as many people to just use this and see how it is for them.
Will that be as an open source, or you will be selling this product? How they're going to?
Oh, the first one is free. Right, the first one is free. And the only reason why I would ask for money is so that I can explore the next technologies that comes in, right? And put it in so it makes it easier for everyone just to use these tools, right?
I'm curious how you look at this, like selling the license for the schools.
Yeah, so this would basically be on a web page, and you just log in, and then you have like a subscription, and then your subscription would then dictate if you're going to have the latest update of the next scene, or you can request for a new scene, and then we just make it. Obviously, it will be more expensive, right? But can you imagine we start doing specific cultural animations about your culture in your country, right? Because Disney movies, and Pixar movies, that is what they do. They take one culture, China, or wherever in the world, Norway, Vikings, and they make a movie around it, and then they start to sell T-shirts, right? And then it's gone, right? So, yeah.
Can I?
Yeah. So here's another question. Can we say that?
I want to ask about which program you used to create this kind of animation.
Yeah, so this program is called Unreal Engine. I would say for everyone sitting here, it's very difficult. Unreal Engine.
Unreal
Engine. For everyone sitting here, it's very difficult to use. But at the same time, for a person like me who can not program, I can do so much with this program, right? And this particular software has been in development for many years. It's mostly been used first in games, now it's in music videos, now it's even in Hollywood movies. One of the movies, Mandalorian on Apple TV, has used techniques from this software, so it's the highest level possible.
Okay, can I? What do you think? Is it possible to share this technology between students, future teachers? And because, youth, our students, majority of them are really very creative, and I guess that probably it would be like a future step for their work in school, in kindergarten, and is it okay to just to make this question easier? What do you think? Is it possible to teach students create such kind of?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the program itself is free.
Yeah.
The program itself is free. The only problem is teachers themselves at kindergartens do not have the time to make this program.
But students have.
But there's still this kind of disconnect between the students because they're not at the workplace. You understand what I'm saying? So they can learn the program,
but
sure.
They have practice.
Yeah. There's definitely, I'm always seeing things as a hybrid.
So I guess Siri is one of the idea about possible future application. It's really great. Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? No. Yeah, I'm running a little bit short on time, and I'm just wondering if. Yeah, let's do it. Can everyone take out their phones and scan this first QR code, the AI app? So the reason why I want you to scan it, so this is basically a chatbot that you write in text and it generates an image. When you've downloaded the image, obviously after my talk, start just to type in various ideas in there, right? Just start doing this. This is your starting point of working with AI. Because I've noticed that, politicians, people at the workplaces, institutions, everyone's talking about how scared they are, the dangers of AI, but experimenting with it is not as high as the talk, right? So there are AI applications which is totally safe to use, and we have to start using